wind.
I know. That's going in. Yeah, that windblown look.
Gravy. Hey y'all, welcome to Freedom Makers. I'm Amanda, and today I'm really excited to be back in my okra patch. I'm picking all of the okra this morning, but I was thinking back to just a few weeks ago when my burgundy okra here was so little that I had to bend over to pick it. Hey y'all, it's our first okra harvest. I cannot wait to get over here. Our burgundy okra here is ready to harvest. Some of it, not all of it, you know, it's still little, but there are a few that are really ready. So I'm gonna go back through and find them again. That guy I'm gonna give a day or two. Okay, this one, look. Okay, so this guy's ready. And what I like to do is use my knife, and I like to break off this leaf, whatever leaf is with it, and anything below. So then you end up having like okra trees. This is not the sharpest knife. Instead of these big bushy things that you can't get around and you can't harvest. It's a pain in the tush. So I'm gonna go ahead and break that one off because I don't have any okra lower than that. So I'll go ahead and break some of these. And that just makes it easier as your plant gets taller. It's more like a tree than a bush, and you can just harvest it easier. Okay, y'all, ignore the weeds, but here's another little okra pot I'm gonna go ahead and grab. So I got that leaf with it, and then the ones below, I'm just gonna chop off too. This one's not ready yet, but I'm gonna chop this branch here. Some of these lowest ones look like this. Some of the lowest ones look like this, and they're not viable. I'm not sure why. But it very well could be that nothing could get in here to pollinate because of the overgrowth of the squash next to them. So that could possibly be the problem. Take these guys off here. Usually they pop right off like that. That guy will be ready soon. I see some more farther down the way. That one doesn't have any, but this is loaded. Like, there's like 7 okras on this one plant. So when that does start fruiting out, that's going to be amazing. This one has several at the top here. So these are really just getting started. I do need to go through here and weed, and then we also need to fertilize again. Come on. That's a nice pod. That's our biggest one, I think. Do you see any more? I think that's it. This is the last of our burgundies. Pick it. Now it's as tall as me. Looking back here, it's even taller than me. It's at least 6 foot back there. That's nothing in comparison to our Star of David okra here on the other side of me. This stuff is so tall I can almost barely pick it because it's getting so tall. We'll talk more about that in an upcoming video, so be sure to watch out for that. This stuff is awesome too. But today I'm focusing on the burgundy okra. So I'm coming through, I'm picking this, but we have already picked a bush here, or a plant here, with which we are going to harvest seed. So the plant in front of me here, Paul has tagged with some danger tape. There's nothing dangerous about this plant. It's just a warning so that I don't cut any of this okra. He wanted to tag this one so we could save the seed. So we're gonna let this mature and dry naturally on the plant, and then use those seeds next year. We've been very happy with the burgundy okra, so we wanted to make sure to be able to do that. It's got a beautiful flower here, lots more happening. Looks like there was a bee in there. I just scared him off, but he'll come back. We've been told that if you cut the top side of your okra, it will make it more bushy, so I'm gonna try that today. I've never done this before, so I'm not really even sure if I'm cutting in the right place, but I'm gonna try cutting right here. I'm gonna snip the top out here and see if more leaves develop lower. Now, normally when I'm cutting okra, I cut off the leaf with the okra, and that's just because I don't want to have to deal with this big leafy thing. So I don't know if this will start to develop more leaves at those places or not. I have noticed some places that are naturally doing that, but I don't know I don't know how that's going to turn out. So we're just going to try these 2 plants that are next to our warning labeled plant here that we're growing for seed. And we'll just be checking on these off and on. It's another experiment. We're full of those this year. And we'll just see how it turns out, if it helps us to grow any more okra. If you guys have ever done that or have another way to proliferate your okra in a better way, be sure and let me know what that is in the comments below, because we are definitely trying to learn how to make this one of our cash crops for next year. Oh, we've got some here, or one here, that is curled. I thought I'd show this to you guys. What I have noticed is that anytime a piece of okra curls, it gets really hard really fast. So it doesn't matter how small it is. If it is curled like this, it's not straight like the others, I go ahead and pick it. And if we can use it, we do. We never bring this kind to market. It's just not gonna be a good piece. But sometimes I can still salvage these if they're small enough. But curved okra, and it usually in the bend here will usually develop a rot spot. I don't know why that is, but sometimes this just happens. Always get those. And I'm almost done with the burgundy. We'll definitely be planting more of this next year, because it has done great. This one's starting to bend some, but that's okay. The burgundy okra tastes really good. It's very soft even when you only cook it like al dente. But what I have noticed, and am kind of disappointed about, is that they lose this beautiful color when it hits the heat. So it doesn't matter how I cook it, if I fry it, if I saute it, any way I cook it, it turns green when I cook it. So that's kind of sad. It's really pretty on a table. And we have eaten it raw when it's really small. But I hate that it doesn't keep its color in the pan, but it is lovely to watch grow. It's beautiful out here. All in all, we're very, very pleased with it. It's grown very well, hasn't gotten buggy, and it tastes really great. It's very velvety, I guess is the only word that comes to mind. It's just got a very smooth texture when you cook it. If the wind will calm down for a moment, I want to thank you guys so much for being here with me in the garden this morning. Be sure and check out our next couple videos. Pretty soon we'll have one coming out about the Star of David okra. I'm very excited about it too. It's lovely. So we'll be sharing more info about that.